Hey y'all, this is Liberated Love Notes, a podcast on Living Corporate Network hosted by yours truly, Brittany Janay, creator of Liberated Love Notes, critical self-reflections and affirmations for the culture. Y'all already know Liberated Love Notes is your source for weekly doses of self-reflection, affirmation, and reimagining for us by us. Y'all, before I get into some of my very brief thoughts for this week, I got a few, let's just call it church announcements, something like it. If y'all grew up in the perhaps black church, y'all remember how the trustee or missionary would come on before the pastor with just a few, or maybe even more than a few church announcements. That's what I'm on right now. Wanna ask y'all to go check out the website. Uploaded something special to the Liberated Love Notes page. And so going over to Brittany Janay, there's a video up there that explains a little bit more about Liberated Love Notes, how it came to be. Want to lift up and shout out that the video was filmed and edited by a Black woman-owned business, Kate Finch Photography. So we real FUBU over here, as you might already expect. I don't know if I ever shared this on the podcast, but the cards, and so Liberated Love Notes, the cards were certainly written by myself, but designed by another Black woman. So shout out to Pinch Design Company. Y'all, when I tell you it's a lifestyle, I mean it. It's a lifestyle. In the spirit of shout outs and my announcements here, I want to give another shout out to a Black woman, not to Lasia Watley. Y'all, she wrote a bomb article for Vice this week on the experiences of Black DEI practitioners over the past year, and featured a few comments, thoughts from your girl. I shared just a few words of love and accountability to the DEIJ industry. Even was able to include a little shout out to Liberated Love Notes in there. So do me a favor, go check that out. There's an article out there on Vice. I'll include it in the show notes too. And in the spirit of shout outs and to wrap up my church announcements, I want to shout out a good friend of mine, y'all, Shavara. Y'all, a few weeks back, Shavara sent me a picture of a box of Liberated Love Notes sitting on a coffee table. And so I was just feeling the love by getting, a picture of the Liberated Love Notes sitting on someone's furniture. Well, furniture that I assumed to be hers. And so I'm just like, sis, thank you. I appreciate it. Love how you repping Liberated Love Notes. She replies back, y'all, nah, that's not my coffee table, Brittany. Come to find out, it was the coffee table of her friend and colleague, Michael Harriet. Y'all, Michael Harriet, world-renowned white peopleologist, writer for The Root. Love everything about how he shows up as his liberated self. Had a box of Liberated Love Notes on his coffee table because she gifted him some. When I tell y'all the love is real and I'm appreciative, I am appreciative. Those are my church announcements. But even more than that, they kind of connect back to what I want to talk about briefly today. Amplification, y'all. Lifting up each other's work and brilliance. Loving up on and valuing our individual, certainly, but moreover our collective light, which, can feel difficult and maybe even seem few and far between, especially in a culture of toxic white individualism, right? We hear a lot about the whole crabs in a barrel narrative, but I'm here to say, I'm trying to tell y'all, in as much as that dynamic is real it ain't us, right? It ain't inherent to us. We ain't defective, right? That stuff is secondhand. That stuff, that dynamic is that injected oppression, like that contact. It is absolutely real, but it ain't us. There's actually this song that, if you ask me, is a liberated love note in and of itself that really gets at this dynamic. What it means to own our light, the challenges of internalized lack and like scarcity mindset, fear of like one's own and other folks' light. And the song even offers some promise. I kind of want to share it with y'all. Y'all know I like to bring stuff into my narrative. I kind of want to share with y'all. I do feel like it might be illegal, or like there may be some copyright implications with me editing in the song, but I actually do want y'all to experience it. And if I might share, like pre-global pandemic, karaoke like was my thing. And so no, I can't like sing, but I absolutely can carry a tune. And Black joy matters in all its forms. So I'm actually gonna sing it to y'all. Y'all gonna get a few lines of this song a cappella. Indulge with me, y'all. Stick with me. Focus on the message, right? I promise I will make the connection. Like, it is a gem. The name of the song is called This Little Light, or My Little Light, and it's by Beautiful Chorus. It's actually really similar to a hymn that many of us probably grew up on. Anyways, I'm gonna sing it. Rock with me, y'all. Bear with me. Listen to the message. It goes a little something like this. This little light of mine used to be too scared to shine. When mine met yours, it would run and hide. But in time, I came to find I wanna shine so bright it makes the whole world smile, and gain back the beautiful feeling that allows me to be whatever I wanna be. And I am gonna be free and easy. Y'all done. I done read y'all a story, poetry, and I topped it off with song in this episode. This little light of mine used to be too scared to shine. When I listen to that song, and I kind of just like want to break it down, I think about all the reasons why we might be afraid to shine, right? I think about all the messages and narratives we're told and even internalized at an early age that would suggest we should dim our light. Like, don't be too loud. Don't wear clothes or hair in ways that make you stand out. Some of this, right, was protective, even. Take what you can get versus what you deserve. Play it safe so you don't get disappointed or fail. I think about being a Black girl in public school system, and almost always point of critique or criticism from my teachers was being too talkative and too loud. Today I marvel in that irony. I think about the lies. Right? When I listen to that song, This Little Light of Mine used to be too scared to shine, I think about the lies we tell ourselves, that our stories don't matter, that we shouldn't want to take up space, that we shouldn't directly articulate our needs, and dare we have expectations of them being met. I think about the passage in the song where it says, when mine met yours, when my light met yours, it would run and hide. It makes me think about, and even makes me sad to know and have experienced, how others can be intimidated and or threatened by another's light. I think about how radical self-love and this like intrapersonal freedom as good as it can feel and sound, it can really hit different for folks who may not be engaging in that work for themselves yet. I remember when I first started talking about, boundaries, there was, and maybe you can relate, this stigma, like, why you need boundaries, right? That's not realistic in our world, right? To which I respond, when you think about it, no form of self-love is quote unquote realistic in a society and social context that doesn't even see the Black body as human, the Black woman's body as worthy. So yeah, it ain't realistic. Resistance, maybe. I think about, when our reflective response to someone else's light is one of perceived threat, what will I lose because of this? Versus how might I amplify? How might we collectively benefit? All of that is a very human response, especially in our culture. And racialized trauma, right, complicates this, right? I think about how the trauma we experience being overlooked, undermined, and silenced by white folks legit might have us projecting our own insecurities, perhaps even protecting ourselves and others, right? With the intent of protecting ourselves and others, but subsequently dimming the light of others and we not even know, right? I think about how everything about this world and culture might suggest that there ain't enough spotlight, right? There ain't enough attention, there ain't enough power and resource, or whatever else we associate with value. And I think about how injected forms of oppression will straight have us feeling like supporting and lifting up another harms or takes away from us. Which is why this intra-personal reckoning, y'all, this inner work is so critical, right? Unpacking for ourselves the messages of inadequacy and unworthiness that we must be attentive to and aware of in order to actively reject. That's actually what critical consciousness is all about, understanding who I am and knowing that there are dynamics at play that are factors, but aren't necessarily inherently my truth, right? White supremacy is out here running amok. Toxic and internalized capitalism is out here. Anti-Blackness is out here. Misogyny, or all these things are out here. They are real. The dehumanization is real, and yet it isn't my truth. I'm aware so I can move and adapt in ways that are more critically informed, but those are not my truths. Though I may exist in this context, I won't subscribe to it, nor will I be manipulated by it, right? And part of the work is being gracious to those of whom we love and are in community with who just may not be there yet. That's actually the work. And if I'm being honest, y'all, that's actually in real time. That's actually my work. There's a part of the song that I love, and it's the end. But in time I came to find I want to shine so bright that it makes the whole world smile and gain back the beautiful feeling. Gain back the beautiful feeling. Talk about remembering, y'all. Gaining back because it's already there. Gaining back because it's inherent to us, right? Gaining back because it is in our bone marrow. Gaining back the beautiful feeling that allows me to be whatever I want to be. And I am going to be free and easy. I am affirming today our inherent capability and desire to shine our light and honor the light of our siblings, y'all. I want to emphasize inherent, right? Because again, it is in us. History would tell us shows us that even under the most unideal, traumatic, dehumanizing circumstances, our people knew and know unity, right? So I just want to affirm our inherent capability. That's primary, being grounded in the collective. I am affirming our inherent capability and desire to not only shine our light, but also honor and amplify the light of our siblings, because we know and knew unity. I affirm that today and this week, y'all, we will embody an abundance mindset, an abundance mindset, a way of thinking that is grounded in this knowing that there is enough and that there will always be enough power, resources, love, light, success, or whatever else for us all, right? That is what I am affirming. We will embody an abundance mindset. We are not going to give into or lean into individualism and scarcity mindsets, those ways of thinking that would suggest that there won't be enough of those things, right? And thus we need to protect and defend our individual gain over community interests. Nah. I affirm that today and this week, we will embody an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset, like the song says, where we can all be free and have our needs and desires met. I honor each of our roles in making that happen. We ain't got to compete, y'all. We all have our respective roles. Some may prepare ingredients, some may cook, and some may choose to serve. Either way, y'all, you guessed it, we all eat. I'm affirming that today. And for this week and beyond, y'all, we can all eat. We all eat. I promise. I promise. And that is primary. That abundance mindset, that knowing that we don't have to be intimidated by our brothers and sisters and siblings' light. If anything, we should be trying to catch a contact, of that. Build up some immunity against this toxic white individualism, delusion. We better, y'all. We better. Do me a favor. Go ahead and check out Beautiful Choruses, My Little Light. Get yourself grounded for this week and take that with you as you engage with others and are in community. That's all I got, y'all. Peace.